It's 2 a.m., and you're staring at the ceiling, and out of nowhere it hits you. That thought you've been running from all day. The one about where your life actually is, versus where you told yourself it would be by now. And in the dark, with nothing to distract you, it feels unbearable. So you reach for your phone, and you scroll it away, like you always do. Maybe it's your career, that job you took because it was safe, not because you wanted it. Maybe it's a relationship you've outgrown, or one you're afraid to start. Maybe it's just the version of you that you see in old photos, someone who seemed hungrier, someone who hadn't settled yet. Whatever it is, it always finds you at the exact same time, when the noise of the day finally stops.
Here's what nobody tells you about that thought.
It's not your enemy. It's the only honest conversation you have all day. Every other hour you're performing. For your boss, for your friends, for the version of yourself you post online. Smiling in places you don't even want to be. Saying you're fine when you've stopped checking if that's true. But at 2 a.m., there's no audience. Just you and the truth. And that's exactly why it feels so loud.
Most people spend their whole life running from that moment, numbing it with their phone, with noise, with anything that isn't silence. They'll watch a video they don't care about, scroll a feed that makes them feel worse, just to avoid 5 minutes alone with their own mind. And here's the part that should scare you. Every time you run from it, the thought doesn't go away. It just waits, patiently, for the next night, a little heavier, a little more insistent, until one day you're 40, lying in the same kind of silence, and you still haven't answered it. And now there's less time left to. So here's what to do instead. Next time it hits you, don't scroll. Sit up, turn on the light if you have to, and ask it one question. What would I have to change to never think this thought again? Not someday, not when things calm down, not when you have more money or more time. Specifically, right now, what would need to be different? Write it down. Even words, even if it's messy, even if it embarrasses you to read back, because the thought isn't asking you to feel bad. It was never trying to punish you. It's asking you to move. That's all it's ever wanted from the beginning. Second, pick one thing from that list, the smallest one. Not the scary career change, not the hard conversation, the smallest possible version of it, and do it tomorrow, before noon. Not the whole plan, not the perfect plan. One action, small enough that you can't talk yourself out of it. Send the message. Write the first paragraph. Make the call. That's it. Third, expect it to come back. This isn't a one-time fix. The thought will visit again. Probably next week. And that's fine. Because each time you actually listen instead of scrolling, it gets a little quieter, a little less urgent. Not because you silenced it, but because you're finally in a real conversation with it, instead of running every single time. Because here's the truth. The 2 a.m. thought was never haunting you. It's the most loyal part of you. The part that refuses to let you settle. The part that's still awake, even when everything else in your life has gone quiet. Even when you've given up on every other part of yourself for the day. So next time it shows up, don't run. Don't reach for your phone. Sit with it for once and let it tell you exactly who you're supposed to become.